So I've really enjoyed these sort of electronic filks and concerts where I get to see people's pets, which I would never ordinarily get to see. So thank you very much for inviting me to give a concert. I'm honored and I appreciate it very much. I'm going to start with a song I wrote last year. Interfilk kindly sent Lauren Cox and me to a songwriting workshop that lasted a week. And at the end, we broke up in pairs and wrote songs for each other. And Lauren and I ended up paired with each other. And so this is the song that I wrote for her. When I was just a skinny girl on scabbed and grubby knees, every night I talked to God, I tried so hard to please. My heart and all it held, I freely offered up on high, then listened and was still, but I got nothing in reply. I wanted in that endless love, but couldn't find the key. Everybody else could feel it, what was wrong with me? They like to tell us God is love, but I am here to say love was the beginning of the path that led away. I guess I simply hoped a door would open into joy. Then I fell in love, except it wasn't with a boy. And suddenly my church that always held me safe and strong were coming through my heart to find the place I had gone wrong. And though they only wanted to retrieve their straying lamb, it was all about me changing and not being who I am. They like to tell us God is love, but I am here to say love was the beginning of the path that led away. The church held all my family and all my friends of youth, but how was I to flourish where I couldn't live my truth without the church around me to persuade or take offense? I poked at those ideas and they just quit making sense. Like a cardboard cutout I had honored and revered, looking at it from the side I found it disappeared. They like to tell us God is love, but I am here to say love was the beginning of the path that led away. Well, if you look, you'll find me here upon this path I've made. I've never felt God's love, and heck, by now I wouldn't trade. I don't believe in much besides the preciousness of life and the good in other people, even when we're bound in strife. I've had my say and made my peace, and now I'm free to soar. Some folks say that God is love, but love is so much more. I'm just going to set this to gallery view because since I'm the speaker, it simply shows the last person who spoke to me great big if I have it set on speaker view, and it's more fun to see more of you. So This next one was a song from FOM a couple of years ago, just after we lost John Prine. Somebody wrote a song about John Prine in heaven, and they had a pub in it called the Tree of Forgiveness. And at the time, I had not heard any John Prine songs. Well, I'd heard like 5 or 6 that were popular in like the local group, but I had not heard very many of them, and I had not heard that one. But I thought that was a great name for a pub. So I wrote a song set in a pub called the Tree of Forgiveness. And this is that song. In a little pub I caught him in the town of Summer's End, where all the leaves of autumn are blowing on the wind. For the evening's wet and chilly, and the cold wind chaps my hands, and the tree of forgiveness stands. Quiet falls like accusation, and I don't know what to say, how to start a conversation when I've been so long away. So I open up the fiddle, lay the bow across the strings, and the tree of forgiveness rings. It's a melody he taught me, sweet as honey in the comb. It's a memory that caught me, bound my heart, and drew me home. His voice is hoarse but certain, and the rain is in my eyes, and the tree of forgiveness cries. The tree of forgiveness cries. I can't say the sky is starry, there is much we must undo. Can he learn to say I'm sorry? Can I learn to say me too? But for now the storm is over, there's a gentle wind that blows, and the tree of forgiveness grows. The tree of forgiveness grows. The tree of forgiveness grows. I'm going to intersperse this with a few instrumental pieces. This next one is a traditional piece that I learned from Robbie Hilliard, who is a fiddler who, for the purposes of this convention, is local to me. He lives in Chattanooga, or I think he lives in Nashville now, but I met him in Chattanooga. So. I thought it was a really cool tune, and Robbie kindly played it for me about 4 billion times so I could learn it. And I just really appreciate what he did then. This next song is a song I wrote for FOM a couple of years ago. It is about a person that I had only heard about then. Somebody put up one of those memes and I went chasing information. And pretty much everything in here, as far as I can tell, is historical fact, with the exception of a certain amount of speculation that shows up in the bridge. That is, it is a fact that she lived with a friend for decades, and that friend is buried in the Voland family vault. Her name was Rosevolon. So I am making some speculation about what their relationship was that might not actually be correct, but that makes sense to me. The camera shows us a still sober face. Round glasses seem somehow her eyes to efface. Trim and precise with each dress in its place. Neat as the dress she has donned. Some heroes look sharp as a sword in its sheath, with veins on their muscles and guns in their teeth, with fire in their eyes and a snarl beneath. And some look like Rosevolon. At the Paris Museum they call Jeu de Paume. She labored with painting and sculpture and tome. When the Nazis came looking for loot to bring home, her plan for resistance was spawned. Her life and her love she kept ever concealed. Her knowledge of German she never revealed, while the Nazis decided which artworks appealed. She spied on their plans to abscond, tracking their thefts and their shipments, she'd say, which trains the resistance should spare or delay, risking her life to keep track for the day. The Allies were free to respond. Her spying bore fruit by her courage and heart. She helped to recover in whole or in part some 60,000 unique works of art. A curator true to her bond, her gift for deception was born out of strife, for she had to stay closeted much of her life. She, after the war, in effect, took a wife whom she loved to the grave and beyond. The camera shows us a still sober face. Brown glasses seem somehow her eyes to efface. Trim and precise with each dress in its place. Neat as the dress she has donned. Some heroes look sharp as a sword in its sheath, with veins on their muscles and guns in their teeth, with fire in their eyes and a snarl beneath. And some look like Rosevolon. So this next one is the most recent song I've written. And you'll all know what it's about in general, and most of you will have seen the meme or seen it referred to that it's about in specific. It's called Sunflowers. If you're coming with rifles and rockets to put Putin in charge of us all, carry sunflower seeds in your pockets so that flowers will grow where you fall. And your mother will know that the sunflowers grow bright yellow beneath a blue sky. And the nightingale sings, rising up on wide wings over the place where you lie. peaceful in sunlight and showers. Spring will be joyful and fair, as under the shade of the flowers, the nightingales gather your hair. And your mother will know that the sunflowers grow bright yellow beneath the blue sky. And the nightingale sings, rising up on wide wings over the place where you lie. Clear as the stream from a pitcher, the rivulets grow in the rain. Your legacy leaves our land richer by the bones that you leave in Ukraine. And your mother will know that the sunflowers grow bright yellow beneath the blue sky. And the nightingale sings, rising up on white wings over the place, over the place, over the place where you lie. So that is called Changeling, and it is it's an instrumental piece that I wrote, which I didn't used to do very much, but I'm doing more now. This next one was a meme that I found on the internet that a number of people contributed to. Since it was the internet, they were writing prompt S, mild swearing at 4 a.m., B-dubs 8807, and it was posted by Cameron Webb. So, and it's called Phoebe the Fierce. Listen, my friends, as the tale does unfold and tell generations to come, how Phoebe the Fierce was a dragon so bold, who is roughly as big as your thumb. She trills little ditties when happy or bored, any bard would be tickled to join. And each evening at dusk she will polish her horn, which consists of a small silver coin. The talk of the market, the toast of the feast, from the border right up to the throne, is the story of Phoebe shop by the Grange. The price was quite fair, but I have to admit I was taken aback by the change. "Excuse me," I said, "that's a blizzard." But no, she mantles her wings and she scolds. The baker says that's only Phoebe, she'll go along with that shilling she holds. The talk of the market, the toast of the feast, from the border right up to the throne, is the story of Phoebe, the fiercest and least, and the coin that was never alone. I thought that for bargaining I had a knack, but I hadn't been ready for this. I tugged at the coin, but the dragon tugged back with a tiny, adorable hiss. The baker was looking me right in the eye. "Take it or leave it," he said. So she ran up the arm I held out with a sigh and settled in next to my head. The talk of the market, the toast of the feast, from the border right up to the throne, is the story of Phoebe, the fiercest and least, and the coin that was never alone. My belt pouch acquired a slit in the seam where Phoebe's and her shilling were layered. I was startled one day by a desperate scream, and I whipped around quickly and stared. A pickpocket leaping about on the sand was a sight I'll forever recall. For clamped like a bear trap to one flailing hand was one furious dragon size small. The talk of the market, the toast of the feast, from the border right up to the throne, is the story of Phoebe, the fiercest and least, and the coin that was never alone. She sits on my shoulder and warbles by day and sleeps on my pennies at night. She's easy to feed and she's hard to dismay, for all that her size may be slight. For Phoebe is fearless, for all she is strange, a friend that's not easily matched. So don't turn it down if you find in your change a coin with a dragon attached. The talk of the market, the toast of the feast, from the border right up to the throne, is the story of Phoebe, the fiercest and least, and the coin that was never alone. So I was really amused by the story, and I could not resist writing a song about it. The next song, again, was inspired by a meme. It was bomb. I was like looking for song ideas anywhere, and there was a meme about 3 different kinds of entities and D&D dice. And there's the hobbit who's like, "I'll just borrow dice from my friends, it's no problem." And there's the elf who's like, "I have 3 carefully curated sets that I use for everything." And then there's the goblin. So this is called Math Rocks. D&D is a fickle art. The dice are the gods at the end and start, though they seldom take my part. Their beauty teases my goblin heart, and the math rocks go clicky-clack. Gems of chance in a velvet sack, in every skill check, in each attack. Luck and disaster stand back to back. A bandit ambush does not forgive. Look alive if you want to live. Liam says roll for initiative, and the math rocks go clicky-clack. Gems of chance in a velvet sack, in every skill check, in each attack. Luck and disaster stand back to back. Can you pick that lock? Can you dodge that blow? Can you swim out of that undertow? Can you charm that noble for weal or woe? The outcome hangs on a single throw, and the math rocks go clicky-clack. Gems of chance in a velvet sack, in every skill check, in each attack. Luck and disaster stand back to back. If you play this game, you know life is frail. The worst can triumph, the best can fail. Roll the dice and you cheer or wail, and a friendly die is the holy grail, and the math rocks go clicky-clack. Gems of chance in a velvet sack, in every skill check, in each attack. Luck and disaster stand back to back. Math rocks go clicky-clack. Gems of chance in a velvet sack, in every skill check, in each attack. Luck and disaster, chances are master, fade to black. So, yeah, okay, I was allowing 5 minutes for setup, and I have 5 minutes left, well, 4 minutes now. If it's okay, I'll just tuck another song in there. Let's see, Hydrogen and Time is short, I'll do that. Hydrogen. Long ago and far away, the photons hit the fan. For all intents and purposes, that's how it all began. 3 minutes to make nuclei, from there we start the climb. A universe unfolding out of hydrogen and time. A star consumes its hydrogen, new elements it chars. The ashes of its nova, stuff of planets and new stars. Pulsars, quasars, nebulae, distant and sublime. A universe unfolding out of hydrogen and time. Comets carry water, evolution ups the stakes. Chemicals make life if you don't care how long it takes. Life makes photosynthesis, makes oxygen from slime. A universe unfolding out of hydrogen and time. The human mind becomes a place for knowledge to arise. The universe beholds itself reflected in our eyes. What's the music of the spheres with none to hear it chime? A universe unfolding out of hydrogen and time. A universe unfolding out of hydrogen and time. So, yeah, okay, so the problem with that song is that it lasts about a minute. Actually, we've got to 2 minutes till, so I feel like that's probably about what we've got. Thank you very much for coming to my concert. Thank you so much to Folk Ontario and all the great people who put it on. And this is a wonderful convention. We have enjoyed it very much. I understand why you're tired and want to stop, and I don't blame you in the slightest, but I salute you for all you have done to this point. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're going to make us cry, Kat.